today's environment, it's critical for companies and mutual funds to understand their shareholders' ever-changing interests. Shareholders want value from their investments, but they also want to ensure that their investments align with their values. They are asserting influence over everything, from board composition to ESG policies. So companies and funds must be prepared for activism and proposals that will require them to take action. To improve shareholder engagement, we must embrace the power of data analytics. AST is a top provider of ownership data management, analytics, and strategic advisory services for public and private companies, as well as mutual funds. It is leveraging data to create integrated services and solutions that support clients throughout their entire business lifecycle.
AST is a leading provider of ownership data management and analytics across North America. We serve over 3,000 public companies, private companies, and mutual funds. Some of the services we provide are transfer agency or share registry, employee plan administration, employee stock plan administration, proxy solicitation, and advisory services. We deliver all of our services to an innovative platform we call Issuer Central. It's one of a kind in the industry, and it's a single platform for our issuer clients, unparalleled in the industry.
My role is to really manage the ownership intelligence group and the Issuer Central platform. And what this does is really provides critical, what we call ownership information back to our clients, right? So how we like to see this is we're more than just a transfer agent, we are an ownership agent.
When you look at the services we provide, we really meet a critical need for our issuer clients. We help them through significant corporate transactions, whether they're a pre-IPO company or a more mature public company. Our tagline is maintain your momentum. So we help our issuers maintain their momentum through the corporate life cycle. Like I said, whether that be a pre-IPO company looking to go public or a company that's been public for 20 years and they're faced with an activist investor and they need an engagement strategy, we help them every step of the way.
With a growth of a shareholder base, there's a bigger demand, greater demand for investors to learn more from the companies and for the companies to communicate back to the investors. What we provide at AST to solve this or help solve this new question, this new problem for issuers is to give as much information on the shareholder base as possible, right? So when we think about the shareholder base, we don't just think about it in terms of one data set, a total amount of investors. We also dive in and we think about the types of investors, right? And what does that mean? And that's the crux of Issuer Central, right? It provides all this information at the fingertips of the issuer.
And we're in the midst of developing a platform to deliver those services through a SaaS-based platform we call Estrella, private company ownership record keeping, which is an extension of what we do today for our public company clients.
What we've developed is an integrated solution that allows you to keep track of what we call the genealogy of a share. So when the share was born, it goes through multiple hands and multiple names, and there are different rights and privileges over the time that share is born until you go public or until you have an exit. So someone has to keep track of that information. So using blockchain and artificial intelligence, our SaaS platform allows you to keep track of all of that and actually have that immutable ledger that today doesn't really exist.
We've created a private blockchain, and we're leveraging blockchain technology to deliver our proxy reporting and vote tabulation processes. For us, it made a lot of sense. It's an immutable trail where you've got the utmost accuracy around proxy voting, and then we're delivering those results real time back to our clients through a central platform that we've created. At the same time, we've leveraged blockchain technology for our private company solution that we're developing right now.
We use a private blockchain, so it's not like everybody in the world can know who your shareholders are, know what percentage holdings they might have, unlike the public side where they can. We feel that information is just key to a company. You have to know who owns you, and you have to understand the value that they hold and how they can vote those shares. So within our platform, which is called Estrella, you're able to do what's called a waterfall calculation. So if a private company is thinking about going public, or perhaps there's an acquisition possibility, every shareholder would know exactly how much money they would receive if the company were to sell. So that's very valuable information, not only to the shareholder, but also to the board and to the people running the company who want to understand how will we get, let's say, this proxy voting through? How will we ensure that our shareholders are treated in the way that they should, commensurate with their investment?
The comprehensive set of ownership data that we have is unmatched in the market. A good example would be a public company goes out and hires a transfer agent. They receive all of their shareholder information, and then they use a separate proxy firm. So all of their voting data is on one platform. Their ownership data is on another platform. With AST, that's all delivered via a single platform. So whether you're a corporate secretary, a general counsel, or a CFO, you can go into the Issuer Central platform and understand who your shareholders are and how they're voting. Whereas if you're using multiple service providers, you'd have to get a file from service provider A, a file from service provider B, and then try to stitch it together. So we provide that one consolidated view with one single point of entry through Issuer Central.